Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's the news that Liverpool fans have been clinging on to for a long time in this long, drawn-out transfer story and situation. Fabrizio Romano's given the big here we go. Florian Wirtz to Liverpool is pretty much done and dusted. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another live stream. Today, it's Florian Wirtz. It's all about Florian Wirtz today. We're talking about Florian Wirtz. We're going to get your opinions, your thoughts, your comments, and all of that good stuff on the Florian Wirtz transfer to Liverpool that was confirmed yesterday by Fabrizio Romano. There is an agreement said to be, a verbal agreement said to be in place between the two clubs. It is pretty much done and dusted as far as what he's concerned, and I am taking that as gospel, considering it where this source has come from. Don't think there's going to be any more to it than that. This is going to get over the line eventually, and we are going to be seeing Florian Wirtz in a Liverpool shirt for a long time to come, I would imagine. As always with these things, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. And of course, get involved in the chat. Would love to hear from you as to what your thoughts and comments are about the Liverpool situation, the Florian Wirtz situation, or anything football related. It's always welcome in this chat, as You'll Never Walk Alone 66 is talking about here. He says, big up, bro. Big up to yourself, my dude. If you haven't already, guys, go and subscribe to this guy's channel. If you want your football and Liverpool content especially, go to this guy's channel. Look over there. Look over some of the stuff he's got going on. There is definitely something for everybody. Go and subscribe to him. He's doing some absolutely wonderful work right now. And I myself, I'm going to be on his show a little bit later on today. I can come on if you would like to. I'm going to drop the link, bro. I'm going to drop the link soon. I'm going to ramble for a little bit, and then I'm going to drop the link so that people can come on and give their thoughts and opinions on this story. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm buzzing by this. I'm absolutely buzzing by this. There's a lot of cool. Big up yourself. There's a lot of factors to this story that I absolutely love and adore. The main one being, we've gone out there and we've made a statement. We've made a statement of intent. We have found a weakness in our team and we have strengthened that. We have reinforced that. We have gone out there and we've made a monumental wave, a tsunami of a wave in this transfer window. Not just in terms of money, but in terms of the player that Florian Wirtz is. Wirtz, a creative star, a massive star, big instrumental piece to the Xabi Alonso puzzle and machine that was at Bayer Leverkusen these past few seasons on fronts, not just domestically, but in Europe as well. Even on an international level, this guy has stepped up for Germany big time and been one of their main players in the Germany squad. He has been incredible. He's been phenomenal, and Liverpool have picked him up. He rejected Man City, which is beautiful, by the way, in itself, that, you know, Liverpool, who had no pull last season or the season before or the season before that or even the season before that, and you can list off and ramble a ton of names that we have missed out on these past few years. Liverpool had no pull to bring them in. It just proves that everybody gets rejected, no matter who you are, because he rejected City. And they turn their attention to Ryan Shirky, who I think is a fantastic signing in of itself. But he rejected City. He rejected Bayern Munich. Not a lot of German players, and the best German players at that, reject Bayern Munich. But yet here we are, talking about a player that did exactly that. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that we have got this player. I am loving the fact that he rejected several other clubs to sign for us. I'm loving the fact that we actually identified an area we needed to strengthen, and we made a statement signing in doing that. We didn't just go for someone who is going to be a long-term project player. This is a guy that is going to be for the here and now, as well as for several years down the line for the future. I am loving the fact that rival fans are rattled by this. And what I mean by that is, it's the rival fans that bring up stuff like, oh, Liverpool fans claim they don't spend, but they've already spent 30 million on Frimpong. They're going to spend 40 million on Kirkes. They bought 25 million on a new goalkeeper. And now they're buying 150 million or 126 million pounds, 150 million euros on a Florian Wirtz. Let me just make one thing very clear. This has been money that has been sat there for at least 3 years, just building up and building up and building up. Tamelo, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, bro. How are you doing, my dude? Welcome along. Hope you are well. Would love to get your thoughts on Florian Wirtz to Liverpool, my friend. This has been money that's been festering there for quite a while, burning a hole in Liverpool's pockets. Remember, a few years ago, we were trying to buy Caicedo. That didn't happen. But that money went nowhere. Part of the money, I guess you could say, went on Ryan Gravenberch. But since then, we've had a year of winning the Carabao Cup and not signing anybody. We had another year of topping the Champions League phase in its new format, getting to the round of 16 stage, getting to the final of the Carabao Cup, fourth round of the FA Cup, and of course, above all, winning the Premier League, building that money up. So to say that we haven't bought for the past couple of years, to finally spend this money that has been just sat there, wasting away for the past couple of years, I am loving the fact that it is annoying rival fans. I am loving the fact that I've got no clue about how, or no clue, or not seeing the bigger picture, should I say, when it comes to Liverpool splashing the cash in this kind of free way that we have done so. And not only that, but not even realizing that Liverpool are a big club, massive club. The club that we claim to be are actually finally doing what Liverpool fans have been calling out for, because no Liverpool fan in their right mind is claiming that Liverpool don't spend money. But what we have said for years is that we don't go out there and make the statement signings. We don't go out there and buy the ready-made players. And we don't splash the cash as often as we would like. As often. We would like to go out there and do what City do. Drop 200 million in a January transfer window. And they've already dropped, what? Roughly about 130 odd million or something. I could be. I'm just pulling a random number out of the air when I say that, but it's somewhere in that region already in this transfer window on Aït-Nouri, Reinders, and it's going to be Shirky. Probably close to about. It's probably actually closer to 100 million than it actually is, but regardless, that is still 300 to 350 million from City in this calendar year alone. We haven't even spent over 200 yet. So this whole thing about Liverpool not spending, not buying, all of that stuff, it's just a complete lie. And plus, in this day and age, with the transfer window the way it is, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I'm loving this. I'm loving that rival fans are a meltdown. I'm loving the fact that we've got an absolute quality player in our possession going forward for next season. This seems to be all but signed, sealed, and delivered. We're just waiting on the official confirmation, all the tying up of loose ends, medical, that kind of stuff. And it is a go as far as what I am concerned. Tamelo here says he is a good player. I can't lie. I mean, maybe a bit of an understatement there, bro, but I completely agree. I am from South Africa. Big up. Yeah, big up South Africa, man. Big up. Appreciate you tuning in, my guy. So thank you very much. Big up yourself, man. That's really, really appreciated. So yeah, man, that's really cool. Wirtz, absolutely outstanding. Like I say, this is going to be big not just for the player he is, but for the player he can become. He's still got several years ahead of him in which he can gain experience and get even better. It sheds the workload off of Salah's shoulders a little bit. He doesn't have to be the main creative or consistent creative force, should I say, in the team. He can now share that workload with a Florian Wirtz. And not only that as well, but when you consider that, Mo Salah's not exactly getting any younger. We get that. We know we've got a couple of years left of Mo Salah at the very least at the top level, right? In a couple of years' time, Wirtz becomes that guy. He becomes the guy. And it means that we may change slightly the way that we play. We may have to somewhat modify certain things about our team, about our squad going forward. But it means that Salah doesn't have to be the main guy. And it means that whoever comes in to replace Salah doesn't have the kind of weight of the world on his shoulders in terms of filling some of the biggest shoes to fill in world football. It works perfectly. And I can't speak highly of this because we've never done this. We've never done this as a fan, as a club. We've never had this sort of long-term planning, long-term thinking. We've never had that. May have had it in small doses. And of course, we still have to replace Salah, the player, in that position. But we've never had the sort of like, right, we've got a long-term plan in place so that when Salah eventually does move on, Wirtz can then be the guy. We've got it right now as well with Alisson. We're probably going to keep Alisson for at least one more year and bleed in Mamadashvili into the squad very graciously in throughout the season. But eventually, Mamadashvili becomes the number one goalkeeper and Alisson gets faded out. The wheel keeps on spinning. That's just the way that it is. That's just the way that it is. And we've got that long term now. We probably need more long term, especially for like our centre back options with Virgil van Dijk. Again, only having a couple more years at Liverpool. But it's good to know that this club are finally starting to not only pay good money, which we now know they can do, but they're also starting to have a long-term plan in place. And I absolutely love and adore that. And it's something that Liverpool fans have been crying out for so long. And it's finally good that we get all of that in there as well. Muad says Chelsea several times. Yeah, Chelsea, great. Yeah, you're doing things, I guess, sort of, maybe a little bit, but yeah, we shall see. I don't know. I don't really know what to say more on that, to be honest, because yeah, apart from Liam Delap and again more youngsters, yeah, cool. A little late, yeah. FSG finally spent some money, Loki. We never claim that they didn't spend money, bro. Let's be real. They have spent money. Let's be real. They've just not done it as frequently or made the real statements of intent of signings that we come to expect as a big club. Let's put it that way. No more Stuart Downing being one of the biggest spending players. Stuart Downing, what a throwback. I'm good, bro. I hope you are as well, my dude. Hope you are as well. Thank you for obviously joining us. Always a pleasure to talk football with you, my friend. Club World Cup will be interesting to see what happens. Does anyone really care for this competition? Seriously? Like, I'll watch it because there's no other football on, but you know, I can't lie. Like, I I don't care for it. I really, really don't care for it. The way that obviously FIFA's gone about creating it and gone about like granting access to certain teams, and obviously the whole rules as to how and why you qualify, it's so weird. Like Chelsea are in it, they weren't even in the Champions League this season. The likes of Porto are in it. Inter Miami's only in it because of a certain Lionel Messi. So it's just weird to me. It's just weird overall, in my opinion. Portugal won against Spain. England lost to Senegal. Players are tired. Too many games, pointless internationals. It's not great. It's so not great. It's this is the thing, right? England were playing Senegal last night in Nottingham at the City Ground. I didn't even know they were playing until very late last night. I didn't even know they were playing. That's how much I don't care. That's how much I don't care for England. But big up like Senegal for winning, I guess. Club World Cup is free on TV, which is interesting. Like I say, I'll probably cast my eye over it, but I'm not gonna like go out my way. I'm not going to go out my way to watch it like other football and other games. Club World Cup is pretty much pre-season in some ways. I mean, for the teams that are involved, definitely. I don't know if they're going to be. To be fair, with the money that they're being paid and with the way that they've accepted to go, I don't want to hear anyone that's in that tournament in the summer complaining. I don't want to hear any of them complaining about games, about game time, game management, the amount of games that are being played, because at the end of the day, they agree to go for money. So that's on them. That is on them. Big up Jordan. Guys, again, if you've not seen Jordan's channel, go over there, check it all out. He's got something for everybody that enjoys sport, enjoys football, and of course he's a big Liverpool fan himself. So do go check out Jordan's channel, doing some big things over there, growing by, I wouldn't even say the day, I'd probably say growing by the hour, by the minute. He's doing some really cool stuff over there, so do check his channel out. We'll be dropping the link soon, bro. We'll be dropping the link soon for anyone and everyone that wants to join and talk Florian Wirtz with me. City still going to win the league. Big up, Mercy. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Welcome along to. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, so welcome along to the channel and the chat. I mean, if you continue this big rebuild that City are on, you'll definitely be a top contender, and I think that it pushes Arsenal out the equation a little bit because they seem to be a little bit stagnating right now. But it is early days in the transfer window, so. Of course, we will give them time to see what they do. There is still obviously the Sesko situation that needs to be resolved. There's Gyökeres out there as well. So we shall see. Are you surprised to see Pep as the new Manchester assistant manager a bit out of the blue? No pun intended. I rate it. I am a little bit. It is a bit strange that you've been battling City for years with a manager you adore. You've actually taken charge of a fair few games of Liverpool, or at least had a bigger role than just a normal assistant manager in certain games. I think there was talk that he was even taking charge of certain Carabao Cup games. And then you write a book, you go away for a year, you flop at the club that you went to manage, and then you go crawling back to Pep Guardiola. Cool. Unless this is going to be Project Pep Linders. Unless this is Project Pep Linders. And he's going to try and destroy City from the inside. Yeah, I'm not happy at all. Not happy at all. It's cool. It is what it is. They did have to go to an alternative. I agree with you, Jono. I agree. They obviously had to go to an alternative when when Wirtz rejected them. But let's be fair here. We had to go from Caicedo to Gravenberch. And that worked out fine. I'm just playing devil's advocate because it wouldn't be right to be completely biased, but I do agree. I would take Wirtz over Cherki. I get you. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that sometimes it's not a necessarily bad thing to go for an alternative. We will get there. Never read his book, by the way. No, neither did I. Didn't read it. Did not read it. Did not care for it. So, yeah, I didn't really care for it. Didn't really read it. It was just funny that he dropped it in this season in which we fell off big time. That was the only amusing part for me. In hindsight, obviously, it was horrible at the time, but in hindsight, it was brilliant. Cherki has skills and so on. Fair player. Yep, I think he's going to flourish. I think he'll flourish in that City team. So good luck, but not too much good luck to him. 831. Guys, I can't thank you enough for 831. That's like 831 more people than I expected when I started this. So I cannot honestly thank you enough for the love and the support that I get from videos and live streams and short videos and whatever the hell else it goes on. So I honestly cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are absolutely awesome. Yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are unbelievable. So thank you. City wanted Wirtz, Kirkes, but had to settle for B Cherki and Nori signing the champions leftovers. Not really a recipe for beating the champions to the league. Don't speak too soon, my dude. Don't speak too soon. Like, I'm just trying to be okay with it. I get what you're saying, 100%. I get what you're saying. Like, it's never nice to have to go to your plan B over your plan A. In an ideal world, everybody's plan A works perfectly. But I would just say this. I would just say that I reckon a lot of rival fans were saying the same thing when we were signing the likes of Endo, when we were signing the likes of, you know, like say Gravenberch. They were probably saying he's a Bayern Munich reject and the like. I 100% get where you're coming from, but just remember where we were a year, 2 years, 3 years ago. We were doing the exact same thing. We missed out on Bellingham. We missed out on Caicedo. We missed out on Enzo Fernandez. We missed out on, you know, Tchouameni, Camavinga, whoever else you can name. There was probably like a ton more names that we probably missed out on. I'm just trying to keep it fair. Flesh, are you doing a shirt giveaway at 900 or 1,000? Probably something at 1,000, just because I can't believe you guys are actually still here. It's absolutely unbelievable to me. So big up to each and every single one of you. Absolutely amazing. And I really do appreciate it. It will never be taken for granted. So I really do appreciate it from each and every single one of you. I'm not bothered about Linda's going to City because what secrets would he know about Arne Slot? It would be different if Jurgen was still our manager, then it would be an issue. I guess so. We'll see obviously what he's learned from his failure over at, was it Salzburg? I want to say it was Salzburg. But yeah, we shall see. We shall definitely see. Big up, you'll never walk alone. Right, I'm going to drop the link in a couple of minutes. We're just going to get through this chat, and then we'll drop the link for anyone who wants to come on and have their say. Yes, Jonah, but you're forgetting it's Pep. Last time he finished third, he won the Premier League season next season with 100 points. He has history. He has history. So, yeah, we shall see. I want Diaz to stay because of his song. Can you sing his song? I mean, I love his song. But unfortunately, if I was to sing it, no one else would be able to because I would have ruined it for everybody. So I do apologize. Transfer window is now closed for it, open again in a few days. I said this on You'll Never Walk Alone stream. I don't get why this is. I don't get why they're going, yeah, we'll just reopen it in like 6 days' time. Like, I know it's for like the Club World Cup, but it still doesn't make any sense as to why that would be. Just keep it open. They're going to do deals anyway. Like, teams are still negotiating even now. So what's the point? Then again, by that logic, probably should keep it open all year round, but I don't know. Don't get me wrong, slot style is similar to Klopp's. Yeah, that's why we brought him in. That's why we brought in Slot, because it's similar, but there are differences, if you know what I mean. It's similar, but there are minor differences that change, and I would probably say that Slot is a slightly more adaptable than what Klopp was. Klopp was a bit more rigid, a bit more stubborn in his approach, but yeah, I can understand where you're coming from too. Hads, big up to yourself, bro. Welcome along. Don't think I've seen you. My memory is terrible, by the way, so I do apologize if you have been here before. But you don't think I remember. I remember you being here before. But big up yourself. Welcome along. Hope you are well, my friend. Thoughts on Diaz's goal yesterday? Quality goal. I just worry that the Diaz of Colombia sometimes looks very different to the Diaz we get at Liverpool, but it's quite possible we may have seen the last of Diaz in a Liverpool shirt, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm dropping the link now, guys, so if you want to come along and have your say, then please do. Would love to hear from you all, or if you're just happy being involved in the chat, that's cool too. Bless, do you like seeing new countries make it to the World Cup? Example, Jordan, not the brand, made it. We might see more countries. I like it because it'd be boring if it was just the same teams over and over and over and over again. It'd be boring if it was, which is why it's always great to have these kind of newbies come in and, you know, make it for the first time, or make it for the first time in a number of years. So I like that. I like it. Like, there's always seems to be one every World Cup. I remember like when it was like 2010, I think it was, or 2006, Trinidad and Tobago, I think it was. Panama made it several years ago, the infamous 6-0 England win, with Harry Kane scoring a hat-trick on that day. There always seems to be a new team every year that makes it, and I think that's what helps make the competition great, because of course it's a World Cup. It's a World Cup. It'd be boring if it was just the same countries over and over again, especially the big ones as well. So I rate it. It's a celebration, and it's the only competition as well where you get like a Saudi Arabia versus Iran game and everybody tunes in to watch it. Like, if it was a club competition in which it's a Saudi Arabian team against an Iranian team, no one's going to watch it. But for whatever reason, we go, it's the World Cup. We have to watch every single game, even if the games are not exactly ones that you would pick out of a hat to be like, yeah, we're going to watch that game. It's not exactly France versus Spain. It's not exactly Germany versus Portugal or anything like that. It's Iran, Saudi Arabia. Like, with all due respect, not a great watch, and it's not exactly teeming and oozing with quality, but we still watch it because it's a spectacle, because it's the overall package of what the World Cup is. But yeah, I rate it. I rate it highly, and the more new teams we get, the better, in my opinion. Big up to Flix FC. Hope you are well, my friend. Don't think I've seen you here before either, so big up to yourself, my dude. I hope you are well, and welcome along to the channel. True, always seems to be one new country in the World Cup every tournament. Good mention. Invite Jordan in if he's waiting. We're just waiting on people to join. Like I said, the link is in the chat, so if you wanted to come on, bro, even yourself, Balam, if you want to join us, you're very much welcome to. One of Jordan's in shoes. It's good branding, though, isn't it, for anyone out there? Joining me now, as you mentioned, you said his name, he appeared. It's Jordan Hyman. How you doing, my bro?
Oh my God! Come on. Look, man, everyone was on my back asking me, when is this happening? Are we getting him? When are we getting him? When is the deal is gonna complete? I'm trying to get him now. My back can really relax. Florian Wirtz. Everyone is talking about him now.
Yeah, man.
Big up,
It's
man.
important.
Big up, man. I'm happy, man. I'm happy, man. I'm really, really happy, man. The performance that he did against Portugal, indeed scoring that goal, he didn't show up in the game against France for the third place. But I know, I believe that this player choose us, and he's gonna really do fantastic for us. He have that creativity, that link up play with Frimpong, and I'm want to see that as well. We're going to see the Bayer Leverkusen duo, and I'm looking for it next season. I'm happy to have Florian Wirtz at Liverpool.
Yeah, man. It's exciting times. This has been the most exciting transfer window as a Liverpool fan I can remember for God knows how long. For God knows how long. Just add Jack as well. Big up, Jack. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, big up Fletch, bro. Hope you well.
All good, man. All good. So, Florian Wirtz, then talk to me. What are you saying?
Mate, what a deal, man. Buzzing to see this guy next season. I think I'll obviously go a couple games next season and I can't wait to watch him live. I watched him live when we played Leverkusen at Anfield last season. Him and Frimpong, and they were both amazing players. So yeah, I am really looking forward to watching them play live next season. And yeah, it's a good deal. And yeah. Oh, Fletch's gone.
Yeah, and I took my camera. I knocked my camera out by accident. Try and get that back. Jordan, same question to you, man. I know that you started off by saying you were extremely happy by Florian Wirtz coming in. You're happy with the fee? You're happy with the overall package of everything? Do you think it's worth it? And do you think that obviously he will be a success at Liverpool long term?
Well, after Bayer Leverkusen has been rejecting the offer, man, you have to pay 150, man. Surprisingly, they rejected 113. You have to give him 118. It's been a while. We just was waiting for them to accept the deal and for us to get here we go from Fabrizio Romano. No, I'm happy, man. After yesterday, I got the news indeed from Josh, indeed that here we go Wirtz to Liverpool, and I was so surprised. So yeah, I'm really really buzzing, man. Happy, man. Looking to see what number he will get. And though I was thinking about 27, because he used to play in that number before he wear number 10. But we will see what number he will get. You have training with the lads them as well, pre-season next month. So we will see what he will do next month in his debut against Preston North End. So looking forward to that as well.
It's interesting you mentioned the squad number there because there was obviously reports saying that he wanted number 10, which is obviously taken by McAllister. He came out and said that that's not true. Don't believe anything you read. And it's interesting you mentioned 27. Didn't a certain Divock Origi
Oh yes, and
wear
then
the number 27? So
yes, yes, and
big
then
shoes
you
to fill. Big shoes to fill there. So about this deal then, it's being said that there is an agreement in place. It's said to be somewhere in the region of 126 million pounds. It works out roughly about 150 million euros. It's pretty much the benchmark that Bayer Leverkusen have set since the beginning. What do you see happening next? We'll go to Jack first on this one. What do you see happening next? We obviously know about Kirkes as well. That's seemingly done and dusted as well. What do you see is the next move for Liverpool, especially because we're getting our business done so early?
Yeah. With the Nunes speculation going around that a lot of clubs are after him, I think he'll be the next one, which will mean we'll sign a striker next once we've got Kirkes, as you mentioned. But yeah, and then I think after Nunes, I can see us moving on to a centre back, and then realistically, I think that's us done for the summer. I can't see us signing anyone else unless some players leave.
Yeah, I agree. I think the only thing we're waiting on with the Kirkes stuff, I think Bournemouth are just trying to find a replacement, which they seemingly have got in place right now. So, according to certain reports out there, that was seemingly the only thing that was holding up the Kirkes thing. So now that obviously Bournemouth have found a replacement, this entire Kirkes deal can be wrapped up as well. So we've got that going on in the background as well. Today, Wirtz takes centre stage. We get Kirkes in. And like you say, I think there are going to be a fair few outgoings before we move on to maybe another one or two targets. Jordan, same question to you, my friend. Where do you see Liverpool targeting next? Do you think we need to sign a striker, or do you think we should prioritise elsewhere?
Look, man, for me, man, we need someone that can put the ball into the back of the net. We need someone who can score 20 to 30 goals like Salah. We know we always depend on our king of Egypt, no doubt he always scoring the goals and for us. But we need someone that can score goals indeed. We know we don't have Firmino anymore because he always scored the goals in for us as well with the link up play, but we need someone to score goals as well. We know we can't depend on Salah alone because he's not the only one on the field or in the team. So we need someone like I know number 9, so I need someone, man. Anyone that can come in and get the ball into the goals, we don't have any problem. So yeah, we need a new number 9 to try to get the goals in for us as well. So yeah,
Again, I 100% agree. We've got a lot of creativity now. Salah, obviously, our main creative force, but when you consider that we're bringing in Frimpong, when you consider that Kirkes is going to be next through the door and he's got an absolute wand of a left foot, Wirtz, McAllister can be creative at times. Soboslai can, not as consistently, but he can at times be a creative force as well. When you consider that we have so much creativity in this team, you're right. Having someone there to be just start get in the right positions, get in the right areas, and put the ball into the back of the net. I feel like that is probably a big final piece of this jigsaw that may see us go back to back. Who knows? I would probably put us a very strong position to go back to back for next season. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I'm excited for next season.
Yeah, same. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be even better season than this season, in my opinion, due to how much more quality we're adding. And it's good to see that we're doing what champions should be by adding even more quality to a world-class team.
Completely and utterly agree with you there. Let's go into some of when I get up to with the chat. Ballum here says left back is arriving soon too. Matter of time, even the transfer window being open in a few days. I'd say negotiations are still going on, so I don't understand why they've closed it, but it is what it is. Good player Florian can score and assist. Exactly what we need, bro. We need more goals from midfield. We obviously need more creativity from elsewhere as well. So again, I 100% agree with you. Yeah, just momentarily went kicked the camera out my laptop, so that was fun. Bayer Leverkusen dragged this deal on. Yes, I said this on your show, didn't I? I said that I feel like the only reason Bayer Leverkusen dragged this deal on was because they tried to get some money back for us only signing Frimpong for like 30 odd million. So I do feel like they tried to get a bit more money back on top of that deal, but. To say that we've performed a double swoop on Bayer Leverkusen of what roughly is working out at 180 million if all add-ons are met for both Wirtz and Frimpong, I wouldn't say that's too bad a summer, would you?
Nah, I wouldn't say it was a bad one at all. And to be honest, we may even get a third Leverkusen player with us being heavily linked with Hincapi in the past. I still think we could still get him, but I haven't seen a link as of recent with him yet. But I would take an Hincapi from Leverkusen.
Yeah, he was definitely someone that made a big name for himself. And yeah, we were definitely interested at one point. I think, like you say, though, links have definitely cooled since, but could be one to keep an eye on just in case, of course, we do decide to explore the centre-back market. Tasneem Ali says, I love you. Love you too, man. Hope you are well. Thank you for joining us. Says, does Jack see Darwin leaving and Victor Gyökeres in, for example? What are your boys' thoughts on Nunez out and potentially Gyökeres in?
Yeah, I can see him leaving, to be honest. The replacements I can probably see us being lined up with is, I think Ekatike is probably one of the highest on the list. For some reason, I don't know why we would have him that high on the list when Gyökeres is available and Osimhen. And I reckon we could even get Alvarez. I think we've got a good chance of getting him. And I did see a report last night that we're still not giving up on Isak, even though we've signed Wirtz, which is positive news. So hopefully we keep pushing that deal and hopefully it'll get over the line.
Jordan, Darwin Núñez, one more year or get rid of him this summer?
Look, man, he's already hitting the post every single year, man. Every time I saw this player, he doesn't score those. He only scored 3 goals. If you get rid of him, I don't have any problem. You need to get someone that can score goals. I was looking at the Portuguese stats for Victor Gyökeres. He has 39 goals, 7 assists. So I think I'll take Victor indeed. He's scoring goals like non-stop indeed. So I have no problem with Victor to come to Liverpool, man. So let's get the Sweden international to Anfield, man.
Yeah, I agree. I would love it if Gyökeres did come. I don't think he will. I think he probably will go out elsewhere, unless, of course, Liverpool decide to pull the trigger. But it is strange that obviously nothing really has come about of Gyökeres as of right now. I think maybe a certain Darwin Núñez coming over from the same league and obviously flopping to an extent has maybe hindered and maybe handicapped that league a little bit. But yeah, I do agree. I would love to see Gyökeres or Isak in a Liverpool shirt for next season. Don't necessarily think they'll happen, but I can only dream. Salah Wirtz link up will hit different next season. I mean, Salah's going to love playing with Wirtz, isn't he? The creativity that Florian Wirtz possesses, the movement of Mo Salah, and also just sharing the goals and sharing the assists and creativity is just going to be something that Salah's going to love, right? Sorry, I was throwing that open to you two.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I didn't really address it. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, if we even get Isak, like we keep mentioning, he is going to enjoy being in that front three with Wirtz and Salah. The goals, like you said, and the assists, what's going to happen in that front three are going to be unbelievable. And I'm really looking forward to this attacking style of play, what Slot's getting next season. And we'll see so much more goals in games, and it'll be a lot more entertaining for us as well as other rival fans who watch as a neutral for some games.
Dare I say it's looking PSG-like?
Yeah, I think it is, to be fair too.
I'm going to say you've got the very adventurous right back of Frimpong bombing down one wing. You've got a midfield trio that is going to be, in my opinion, the starting trio is going to be Gravenberch, McAllister, and Wirtz, obviously. Wirtz is going to be like the more creative one, so he's going to be like more Fabian Ruiz. João Neves is going to be obviously Gravenberch. He's got like the engine, and Vitinha is going to be McAllister. He's like the brains of the operation. He's got a bit of a creative spark about him as well, but keeps things ticking over and can control. It's looking very PSG-like, isn't it, Jordan, when I throw out them comparisons?
Oh yeah, those two, man. Even with him and Frimpong, I think we're having the both of them back together indeed, so we can have it both Bayer Leverkusen player indeed. So one assist, one. So if Frimpong assist Birds, we can get goals as well from Birds because I was watching few of Birds goals and for Bayer Leverkusen and I saw him scored over by the right as well and over the left, beating his defenders and beating his opposition. So he knows where the goal is and also he's doing a very fantastic job as well. So coming to Liverpool, I want to see that again indeed. So I'm looking forward to see these two, one Dutch and a German indeed. So we'll be having a great season and looking to retain our title defense indeed and going for the trophies. So we need trophies and also we need revenge over PSG after they knock us out of the Champions League. So this could help us get revenge over Paris Saint Germain.
Would be massive if we could do that. What a game that would be. Yeah, completely agree with the Salah Wirtz link up would be good. Would you take Boniface for Liverpool? Boniface, guys? Any takers?
If I had to pick out of him and Garassi, I'd take Garassi, to be honest. But Boniface is still a good striker. I don't mind him, but I haven't really seen his stats from last season, if I'm honest. So it's hard to judge a player which I haven't really watched and seen his stats.
Jordan, same question to you, bro.
Yes, indeed, he has been very well as well. Boniface scoring goals for his club, indeed. Yeah, absolutely, he's a great baller. Excellent.
I was just checking it now. He's played 19 games in the Bundesliga for Leverkusen this season. He had a bit of a injury hit season with hamstring and fitness issues.
Yeah, I'd stay away then after hearing the injury record.
Scored 8 goals, assisted twice in 19 games. So the record's not terrible when you consider that way, but when you put into more context the reason as to why he's out, it may not exactly be the best of deals for Liverpool to maybe pursue going forward, but there are plenty of other strikers out there. And we are mentioning many Bayern players. They have had a good few players there. Yeah, they've got a very good team. It's just a shame that it's being ripped apart right now, as certain other teams tend to do. Certain teams do tend to get cherry picked of their best players. Even their manager's gone. It's going to be interesting to see what Erik ten Hag does with Leverkusen next season. When Liverpool signed Wirtz for 150 million, nobody talks. But when City spend less than that for 3 signings, Guardiola becomes a checkbook manager. Okay, as I already mentioned, bro, I understand where you're coming from. It's big money. I get it. But this has been money that has been building up for the past 3 years. This is like at least a big transfer that has been 3 years in the making, because we didn't sign Caicedo when we probably should have done, but he already had a gentleman's agreement with Chelsea. So we did have the money then, but we didn't use it. We spent a little bit of that money on Gravenberch. The next year, we only spent 10 million in the summer on Chiesa. So we barely spent anything then. And now this year, we've done it again. We've done it now. We're doing it now, should I say. We're spending big money now, but that's like 2 or 3 years in the making. You spent 200 million in January. You're spending like 150 million on 3 players already this summer. Like, Liverpool don't do this as frequently as we should to say that we are a big club. That's the reason why we're saying that. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know.
And we've also missed out on Bellingham, who we were after for a while too, but he opted to go to Madrid too. So, as Fletch said, the money's been there for a while.
Not even just Bellingham, bro. You can list off a whole host of names that we've missed out on for big money. Chouameni being another one. They like to throw out like the Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo. Like there's probably like a number of others as well, but they're the main ones off the top of my head. This has been a long time in the making, so yeah, we're going to enjoy it, and I love that rival fans are now producing these kinds of things and saying that, oh, Liverpool fans have said this and have said that, and it's either taken out of context or it's completely missing the point, in my opinion. It says, but not to be negative, what if Wirtz flops? Yeah, I mean, all transfers are going to be big gambles, and there's always the possibility that Wirtz is going to flop. There's no doubt about it. Like, it's going to be something that we look out for. It's going to be something that could obviously happen. I don't think it will, because I think he's just that good of a player in a very good system, and a system that's not too dissimilar, so it won't take a lot of time to kind of bleed in. He just has to adapt to the Premier League and the physicality and the intensity of it. But every transfer is a gamble. Every transfer is a gamble. I don't know about you. Do you think there is? Are you worried at all that he's going to flop, Jordan, or are you confident he's going to be a success?
Well, we have to give him time. So, well, the creativity, if we give him time in the Premier League, despite his Premier League experience there indeed. So, if we give him time and Frimpong as well. So, these two, they know what they can do. We have to see what he can do for us now. So, for me, man, I know what Vert's capable of doing for his country as well, and also for Bayer Leverkusen. But now it's business time, serious business time, and time for us to win number 21. You have to get this for us done. And we know he can do what I know. He can also dribble past his opposition as well into midfield and beat them as well. So if we face City, I know he can keep a little beat down Rod. He's like I know but then also know Ilkay Gundogan. If you face Arsenal, he knows Kai Havertz. So if we face Arsenal and he face Kai Havertz, it's a judgment. So I think we have a chance of what Verts can do. We know he's young. He's very young, but if we give him time, I know and I'm confident. I'm confident and believe in this player that much that he can help us go all the way and put us back to the top of the standings. Indeed. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what he will do.
Yeah, I agree. I can't wait to see this guy in action. It's going to be very, very interesting and exciting to watch. Not a City fan though. Who do you support then, mate? Who do you support? I'm very intrigued that it seemed to me like you were just defending City. That was all. So I'm just intrigued to see who you're supporting there. Same to you then, Jack. Do you think? Are you worried that Wirtz could become a bit of a flop and it could be seen as a bit of a waste of money, or are you confident that he's going to be a success?
To be honest, lad, I can't see him flopping, to be honest. If you look at the Bundesliga, I do watch Bundesliga quite a bit, and it's very similar to the Premier League. I think it's probably one of the closest foreign leagues to the Premier League, maybe La Liga at the side of it. But yeah, I mean, it's very similar to the Prem. And like you said, he's playing in a very similar play style like he is now, like he was playing at Bayer. And yeah, and that's why he's also joined us, because it's also a very similar playing style. Like you said, it was Arne Slot who made him join Liverpool after one talk and telling him about the playing style. So yeah.
It's also worth noting as well that when obviously Jurgen Klopp left Liverpool, our top target, or one of the top targets to succeed him, was a certain Xabi Alonso. So the reason we targeted Xabi Alonso was because he doesn't play too dissimilarly from what Jurgen Klopp tries to play. So again, the same way that you just said, buy and play a similar way to us was because we wanted Xabi Alonso. The reason we wanted Xabi Alonso is because he didn't play a too dissimilar fashion of what Jurgen Klopp tried to play, and so on and so forth. So again, 100% agree with what you had to say there. Felix says City always spend big money for players. We don't. We buy quality players for good prices. We deserve to splash the cash for a big player. I mean, we've had to put up with Darwin Núñez for the past several years as well for big money. So it's about time we actually bought a player of genuine quality. So I 100% agree. Wirtz is well worth the money. I agree. I think he will become well worth the money as well. And like I say, for 126 million, which is being talked about, plus obviously all the add-ons, who cares? The add-ons will be met if we are successful. That's pretty much what I would imagine anyway. And even then, it's like, who cares? If we're successful, give them whatever the hell they want. So couldn't care less about the add-ons. To me, it's like 126 plus all the success and trophies that hopefully he will have a big part in playing and winning for us. Think of it, De Bruyne came out of the Bundesliga, and look, he was too good in the Prem, one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. I agree. He came from the Prem. He came from the Bundesliga, not properly, but obviously he had to fall at Chelsea at the time to obviously go and find himself in the Bundesliga to then come to the Premier League and, like you say, become one of the best attacking midfielders the league has seen. But anyways, I will enjoy watching a technical player like that. Absolutely. This guy is going to light up the Premier League, I would imagine. And I think there are going to be a lot of rival fans that are probably going to have that kind of, I hate Liverpool, but god damn, he's such a good player kind of vibe. Oh, you're a Tottenham fan. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. What's your, just slightly off topic, but I want to know if you're still here, what do you make of Thomas Frank? I'm just interested to know what you think about Thomas Frank replacing Ange Postecoglou. So, get involved in that if you're still here, of course. So Wirtz is pretty much done. That is wonderful. Kirkez is seemingly next through the door. We happy about Kirkez as well? Jack, start with you.
Yeah, I am buzzing with Kirkez, man. Like this back line, especially the wing backs, they're gonna be so hard to play against, especially for rival teams. And the pace on either side is gonna be phenomenal. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen before in a Liverpool team. It's going to be a lot hybrid playing style, and I'm really looking forward to it. Frimpong will cause problems on the right, and I'm sure Kirkez will on the left. And not Kirkez is also very good at defending, but I would say Frimpong's better going forward than Kirkez. So it's perfect. It's a bit like if you want to compare it to Trent and Robbo, it's similar to that, but yeah.
Yeah, it does seem to be a pretty good balance that we are seemingly building up. Jordan, same with you. Kirkez, what is your thoughts on the Hungarian left back?
Yeah, I watch him very well indeed against the chronic teams against us as well. But as Jack said about Frimpong, he's very quick as well. He's a right winger and he's very fast as well over by the right. Comparing to Trent and Robbo. But Kirkez maybe can score goals. I saw him score goals before at the near post for Bournemouth. So for him to come to us, I'm absolutely looking forward to it. We know I'm not sure what number he will get because we have Waterloo Endo wearing the number 3. We have to find a number for him, and I don't sure what number that will be. But yeah, I'm happy for Kirkes, man, to come to Liverpool. Indeed, his fellow countryman Dominic Supersly will be happy. Or should I say, agent Dom? So it is country teammate. So we'll be having 2 Hungary. So yeah, I'm happy, man, to have Kirkes at Liverpool, man. So happy those of the Hungarians. So yeah.
Yeah, again, I agree with what you said there. He's going to have a good time betting in. He's already Premier League proven. He's got a lot of. He's only 21 years of age, I believe, so he's got a lot of time to grow still and evolve his game. And yeah, I do feel like there is a good balance there. There's going to be a good working relationship between him and whoever the left winger is going to be next season, which I would assume is going to be Cody Gakpo. But it's going to work out really, really well, I would imagine, with him. And especially, like I say, he's got such a good left foot on him that the creativity that we're going to have next season is going to be absolutely immense. Frimpong's pace will be unbelievable. It is unbelievable. He's absolutely electric, isn't he? He's absolutely electric. Can't wait. If we get a good counter-attacks going next season, that guy is going to be like just like a greyhound out of a trap, just gone, just absolutely gone. I can't wait to see it. It says that. So sorry, bro, go.
You're right for sure, man. Frimpong is very, very, very quick as well. He's good. He's good because he know to beat his man. And with Salah, he's happy. He said in his interview that he's happy to play with Salah. So yeah, can he play against us? And I'm happy, man. Wearing the color red. I'm looking for him, man. Wearing the number that he wear to Bayer Leverkusen. Jeez, man, that right wing is just gonna be on a blaze, man. It's just gonna be real on the counter attack there with him there and with him and Salah. Wow, man. I'm looking forward to these.
I agree, and what I'm liking as well is the fact that I'm coming up with like lots of different scenarios in my head for ways that we can beat teams next season. I think one of the very few criticisms I had of Jurgen Klopp was that sometimes we didn't really have a plan B. in this situation with the players that we have right now, or the players that we're bringing in, we've got like 2 or 3 different ways that we can beat teams. We can be how we were last season, a little bit more pragmatic, a bit more patient, a bit more like, okay, we'll sit back, you can have the ball, and we'll just counterattack and score. We can be possession based and we can suffocate teams, or we can just carve you apart and just tear you apart, or we can go toe to toe. I'm liking the way that we are somewhat adaptable. I don't know about you, Jack, but I'm liking the sort of flexibility and adaptability that we potentially have for next season.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Fletch, like you said. I mean, it's going to be so exciting to watch. We're just going to be putting one ball in one end and sticking in the other. It's going to be so good to watch, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Completely agree with that. Most says that Thomas Frank is a good manager for what he's done at Brentford and made Brentford sometimes punch above their weight. I hope he brings a winning mentality to the squad. I absolutely agree. I said this in the video that I did about Thomas Frank, that I think he's a manager that maybe is not the most overwhelming of choices, but he's definitely the manager that you need, maybe not necessarily be the one you want. And how do I put this? I think he's someone that maybe undersells but over delivers. And I think that is exactly what Spurs need right now. So I think it's a very good appointment. Just off that, do you agree, guys? Do you agree that Spurs may have found a very good manager in Thomas Frank to succeed Ange Postecoglou?
I'll let Jordan go first.
Well, Thomas Frank. Because one of our goalkeeper that is Collier is at Brentford, so I'm not sure how will he look right now. Because Collier, man. Well, I don't know what kind of season. He was lucky to get coached by Thomas Frank indeed, and so shocked to hear news when I was doing the updates about Florian Wirtz coming to Liverpool. I saw it came up on my screen said he got sacked after he won the cup over Manchester United. And so surprised, man. But yeah, Thomas Frank, I don't know which player will he bring in indeed. But we have to see, man. We really have to see what could happen if he will bring in any of his players indeed. But we know Brentford will and probably have to find a new manager to coach them now. And Collier is a new member of their team, so I don't know Collier will be if he will be happy for this news that his new coach is leaving for Spurs. That even have a Premier League trophy, but they have a European title. So we will see what's next for Spurs. But Collier will be doing well at Brentford. I really wish him all the best. But for Frank, we will see what will he have a chance of bringing Spurs all the way? I'm not sure. Because Arsenal has a great win record against Tottenham in North London derby. So I'm not sure if he have a chance of beating Mikel Arteta, but we will see if he have a chance. But yeah, great move for him.
Fair enough. And for you, Jack?
My opinion, to be honest, I don't think he's going to do the best there. I can't see him winning any trophies under him due to him. He is a good manager, don't get me wrong, but I think he's more suitable for a mid-table club than a Big Six club who needs to be fighting for Europe and that. And to compare it, I think it's very similar to Graham Potter to Chelsea, in my opinion, because they're getting in a mid-table / relegation manager in, and for a Big Six club, I can't see it working out, to be honest. I think they're still stupid for sacking Ange Postecoglou, but yeah, typical Spurs, man.
Interesting range of opinions there. Score predictions for Liverpool versus United next season. I mean, it is early days, but just going back to that Brentford and Thomas Frank stuff. If Thomas Frank goes Tottenham and the Thomas Frank factor manages to pull Mbeumo away from Man United, that would just be hilarious. So I'm kind of got fingers crossed for that one. Too early to tell on the Liverpool Man United predictions, but obviously Liverpool win. I say still. I agree. I just don't know by how many goals. Right now, in my head, 4 at least, but could be more. Could be more if we get a strike.
It could be 7.
7-up. Respect. But you might be back. Oh, sorry, go.
Salah and Birds, we could get goals from them and Kirkes as well. So it's gonna be a banger of a 7 year against Ruben Amorim. So yeah. Well, we will see what happens next season. I'll be doing prediction for that game as well. So it will be looking good. Well, Salah have a great record against United, so no problem for us to slap them again. So
Wes says, but United will be back. I feel with Amorim, good manager, only if their signings don't flop. Yeah, I hate to say it as well, obviously being a Liverpool fan, but I do rate Amorim, and I do feel like if United are patient, they will come back in some way, shape, or form. I don't like it, but
big up.
I do feel like that will possibly be the case. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope and pray I'm wrong, but no, I have got a feeling, and I've kept that a consistent feeling throughout. Thomas Frank still finished above Spurs with Brentford. Yeah, he did. He did, and he almost got them into Europe, or he was at least competing for European places at some stage. I like I said, I just think that with him being more adaptable and flexible than what Postecoglou was, and also with proving that he can work within a tight budget, I feel like he will be a very good fit for Spurs, especially with the restrictions that Daniel Levy and everybody else puts on your club. So, yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Ozan, big up yourself, my bro. Hope you're doing well. Welcome along. It says, Yo, Fletch, why is Ornstein such a hater? Or what's the context? Does anyone know the context of this?
It's because he said Liverpool haven't agreed agreement with Bayer, but yeah, it's close up. He said something like that. He didn't say it was a done deal.
He's not a hater. He's just reporting on what he's heard. Like, you can't get mad at the guy for reporting on what he's heard. And let's face it, it is said to be a verbal agreement, so it's not like anything on paper or anything. It's just seemingly likely that this is going to be the situation, which is why Romano's given it the "here we go" treatment. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a hater. I'd just say he's just reporting on what he's heard. So. All in good time, but it seems that we can now wrap this up a little bit and maybe we can get on with some other business that needs to be attended to this transfer window. So we shall see. Yes, Andrew's very stubborn on his tactical approach. It was very much two different Postecoglou's. You had the Postecoglou in the league, which was basically, I only play one way and that way is not going to change. And then you had the Postecoglou in the Europa League, which was, I'm going to be more adaptable and different, and I'm going to actually play to win. It was very, very strange. Very strange. Last year, Ornstein said that Caicedo's medical was already scheduled. I don't trust that fella. Like I say, man, he can only report on what he's heard. He's not stating it as sort of like set in stone, concrete facts. He's basically stating it as what he has heard from the people that are seemingly close to the situation. Like, I wouldn't say you should get mad. I wouldn't say you should get mad at that from him for that. So,
and to be fair, if you look as a recent, Fabrizio Romano hasn't been the most reliable person either. Because he said Caicedo was a done deal, and now look, it wasn't. He went to Chelsea, so yeah.
I think he also reported on, I believe it was João Pedro. I think it was João Pedro when he was going to Newcastle. I think he said that was a done deal as well. He ended up obviously going to Brighton. So the top tiers do get it wrong. And like no one has 100% record of being completely right, because that would be astronomical if they did. But they're not perfect, these guys. So always take anything and everything with a pinch of salt, because I imagine that on the other end of the spectrum, there are people out there that are more so unreliable than like the likes of your Romanos and your Ornsteins, that maybe get 1 in every 10 stories correct. So it's you just got to take it with a pinch of salt. You just got to take it with a pinch of salt. Take everything you hear with a pinch of salt. Don't always talk about it and speculate upon it, because that's what makes all of them kind of stories great. But just don't jump too much into it. Don't put all your eggs in that basket, because some of the times it just doesn't work out. We should have treated their word as gospel. Exactly that. Shouldn't treat their words as gospel until it's obviously done and dusted and it's official and it's put out there by the club or whatever. Don't obviously take what they say completely and utterly for granted. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks, everybody, so much for joining us. Thank you to the wonderful, wonderful panel that we had, to both Jordan and Jack. Subscribe to these guys. I'll put their links in the description. Actually, I'll just put them in the chat. I'll drop in the chat. That one is Jack's, and I'll just go to Jordan's. Drop that in just before we go, because I know Jack's got a show to do, and I think I'm on it. I think. Here we are. Just drop these in. There we go. Subscribe to these boys. Doing absolutely wonderful, wonderful things on their channel. I'm sure there'll be something for everybody. 2 big Liverpool fans, but they also do a lot of other footballing content. And Jordan's doing watch-alongs aplenty for cricket and wrestling and all other kind of stuff like that. There is definitely something for everybody on both their channels. So do go over there, like and subscribe. And of course, whilst you're here, you might as well like and subscribe on this video and this channel as well. Everything greatly appreciated, guys, from each and every single one of you. So I cannot thank you enough. Jack, Jordan, pleasure talking with you boys.
Thank you. My pleasure coming on. Thank you, bro.
I appreciate it from both of you. Absolutely wonderful from both of you. Like I say, guys, like and subscribe if you're new or want to see more content like this. Both things are always and forever greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you to everybody who got involved in the chat today. Really do appreciate it. And I will see and speak to you all again soon in another video, live stream, or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks, everyone. Oh, Marco's just turned up just as we're leaving. Marco, timing, bro. Welcome along, though, my friend. Really do appreciate you coming along, even if it is just for the brief mini second that we've got. But yeah, appreciate it, Marco. Always appreciate it talking to you, man. Cheers, guys. Take care. Until next time, goodbye.